Hello class, I'm Parab, and I will be interviewing my mother today, Aruna Parab. Today, I will ask her about her childhood and the struggles she had faced. By the end of this video, I will now know how a message can be gained by a hard situation. So what was your childhood like?
Um, it was a very happy childhood. I grew up in the 60s and 70s in Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. It was a great time to grow up and things were very simple. I had a lot of good girlfriends. We had a happy family. Overall, I would say it was a great and a happy childhood.
So did you face any challenges during your childhood, and how did these setbacks affect you?
You know, when I was in grade 9, my teachers recommended that I take Latin, and they recommended that kids take Latin that were doing very well in school. So I did take Latin in grade 9, and I did very well in Latin, and generally I do very well in most subjects. However, they also recommended that I take AP Math in grade 10, and I thought that I could handle AP Math, and I did take AP Math in grade 10, but AP Math was very hard for me. I struggled the entire year with AP Math, and I remember it so clearly. I carried an 80% average in that class for the year, and that was the lowest grade in that class. I was always so embarrassed to go to class because everyone knew I was struggling. But you know something, when I start something, I always hang on to it and make sure that I complete what I start. So I hung on to that class for the entire year and I completed it with a grade of 80%. And I guess I was proud that I did finish the year doing AP Math.
So what message did you gain out of your struggle in AP Math?
Well, I did the AP Math class because my friends were doing the AP Math class. And actually, I was trying to show off. I wanted to show everybody how bright I was. But all that did was I struggled in that class. What I should have done was I should have done regular math. And that's what I did in 11. And I was the top student. So if I had, I guess the lesson that I learned from that whole thing was do what's right for you. Know who you are instead of trying to show off how bright or whatever it is. So looking back, I still remember that AP Math class, and I still remember what happened in grade 10 to this day.
So if you could change anything in your childhood, what would it be?
You know, this also, when I believe it or not, when I went to college, I was quite young. I was only 17, and I really didn't know what I wanted to do, but I had an idea at the back of my mind. I wanted to be an architect. I wanted to design and build homes, but I really didn't know myself that well. My parents recommended that I go do my bachelor's in accounting, and I listened to them. I went on to do my bachelor's in accounting. Then I eventually went to write the CPA board exams and got my CPA license. But still, I look back and think what would have been had I done what I wanted to do, which was build and design houses.